everyone, Dave here from Charest Studios, and today I'm going to be doing a little selective harvesting on these giant red mustard greens. Now those of you who follow the channel probably have seen me harvest off of this crop before. So this is at least the second, maybe the third harvest I've gotten. And yeah, so I'm going to harvest again, and I'll show you guys what I do and how I leave the plant. And also I have some cilantro over here going to seed that I'm doing a little experiment on. And I have some alfalfa here that I'm doing an experiment on. And the puppies are starting to play in the background, so hopefully they won't get too carried away. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just start cutting the outer leaves, the very bottom leaves of the giant red mustard. And this is a very nice mild mustard green. You can use it in salads, or you can use it, you can also just eat it sauteed. Either way, you know, I use it on sandwiches sometimes, but today I'm going to pick it and I'm going to saute it probably with some garlic and olive oil. So I'm just going to go ahead, and after we get this all harvested, then I will show you guys the cilantro. I'm just kind of letting the cilantro go to seed just for fun. Shout out to Jason. Jason wanted to grow cilantro, and so I was trying to show him how to do it, and so now I've got it growing and it's almost ready to go to seed. You can see how nice and big these leaves are, and so this is like, that's why I love this crop. And I think I have the video that how I planted this, how I started it. But a lot of times, a lot of these crops, I just take a microgreen baby and drop them in. But so this will give you quite a lot. I probably don't even need all of the harvest today, but it was outgrowing my space there on the bookshelf, so I kind of needed to trim it back a little. I'm going to turn this. So you want to leave at least a few leaves in the center on each plant. We got a nice harvest. That's probably more, yeah, they cooked down a lot, but that's still probably more than I need right now. But anyway, that's the giant red mustard greens. I'm going to push this out of the way so I can show you guys this other stuff I got going. This is alfalfa that I just took from my microgreens. Sorry if the lighting isn't good. I've got the light pretty close to me, but it looks pretty dark in the background. But hopefully you guys can see the plants okay. So anyway, this thing is alfalfa, and it's just kind of like been sitting on the bookshelf over there, and it looks like it really wants to start growing pretty good. So I'm going to try putting this in a macrame hanger. I made up a little macrame hanger around here somewhere. But anyway, I'll put this in there and show you guys that. And then this is the cilantro, which I just gave it this little trellis piece. I just taped it to this coffee can that it's growing in, and I got to give it a new place because it's the shelf that it's on in the kitchen window. It's already up to the ceiling, so I have to put it somewhere else. But yeah, so all those flowers, we should see seeds pods coming pretty soon if it gets enough light and everything. I don't know if it'll have the right amount of heat or the light, but it looks like it's going to do it, so I thought it'd be fun just to try and let it go to seed and see what happens. I've grown things hydroponically from seed to seed, but I've never done it inside. I had kale and a couple other things that I let go to seed outside. So I'm going to saute up those greens, and I have some coconut and olive oil here in the pan. I'm going to put a little crushed red pepper in there. And I'm going to make like a tofu wrap with curried tofu and mustard greens, garlic, and spices. And I'll go chop up those mustard greens while this is sauteing a little bit. And so here is the whole pile of greens here that I had, which is a lot. But it will cook down, so. And I love greens. So let that cook down a little bit, then we'll add our tofu and our spices, and then I'll heat up the wraps, and then we'll have like a burrito, like a tofu breakfast burrito. Okay, so we got the greens all sauteed down pretty nice, and now I'm going to add in my tofu, and I just kind of break this up with my hands, just kind of squeeze it, and then I'll chop it up a little bit with my spatula. Add my spices. So I'm going to add some curry, some black pepper. This is extra firm tofu I'm using, and I drained it by squeezing the water out of it, and some salt. And just a little bit more olive oil. Now we'll just saute that up. And I have some nutritional yeast flakes, so I use a little bit of those. They kind of give it a nice flavor. And so that'll make a nice couple of wraps there. So here it is. It's going to be a nice big wrap. And there it is. It's very good. What do you think, hon?
Looks great.
So I encourage you guys to just, when you're taking some microgreens or something, pop one of the babies into a container and see what happens. Generally, things will do well if you give them enough light and you give them the right nutrients, which all of these grows here you see are just Maxi Grow. 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon. Basically, these mustard greens have just been like 1 teaspoon per gallon, 1.5 teaspoons per gallon. So they're not getting too much, not much nutrients. This, I believe, I've been still going with just 1 teaspoon per gallon. Anyway, I'll say goodbye, and I hope you're all well, and I hope you all have great plans for this new year. And I will be back soon. So remember, take care of yourself. Take care of each other, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.